things that you say to yourself will define the person that you become. And too often we let our minds get away with too much. We let our minds get away with you're not enough, you suck, with you can't do that, with you're not enough for that. But here's the truth. There's another way. You don't need to listen to that voice in your head, and you have the opportunity to stand up for yourself. You have the opportunity to be the person that says, I'm not going to speak to myself that way. I'm going to choose another story. Because the words that you put after I am will determine the kind of person that you become. And unconsciously, all of us tell ourselves that we are something that we're not. We tell ourselves all of these things that are made and designed to keep us safe and hold us back from doing the things that we want to do, because maybe they will result in failure. Maybe they'll result in us hurting ourselves. Maybe they'll result in being rejected. But here is the truth. We can't keep on running from life. We can't keep running from the things that we're afraid of. We can't keep running from the rejections. And I get that our brain is trying to keep us safe, but we've got to push past that and tell ourselves something different. We've got to push past that and say, I understand that you don't think I'm enough to handle this, but I'm going to try anyways. You've got to be able to push past that idea of, I don't really know if I'm prepared for this, and go for it. You've got to be the person that decided to say, I am good enough for this, as opposed to I feel like I'll fail. You have to be the person that decided to go for it, regardless of where you are, regardless of your level of confidence, regardless of how capable you feel to be able to get this done. You've got to tell yourself something different, because the words that you put after I am will determine who you become. So check what you are saying to yourself. Check the words that you're saying to yourself. Check the labels that you're putting on yourself. Check the person that you are putting on yourself, because so many people say, I am not made for that. I can't really do that. I'm not built that way. And we put all of these unconscious labels on ourselves that keep us from our full potential. There is a different way. It takes telling yourself that, hey, yeah, I am enough, that I can do that thing, that I am built for this, that I will say, let's go, even if I feel uncomfortable. You're so stupid. You can't stick to anything. You should just quit. I don't know why you keep trying. You're worthless. Why even bother? Now, if someone were to say this to a friend or family member in your life, what would you say? Would you stand up, say something, or stay silent? So my question is, why do you say that to you? See, it's so easy to jump to the place where we would stand up for the people in our lives, where we would say, hey, you can't say that. But when it comes to the voices that are in our own heads, we let them speak to us in a way that tears us down. We let those voices run free and say that you're not good enough, and say that you can't do that thing. When the reality is, those voices keep us from doing the things that we want to do, but we don't stand up for ourselves. We've got to be able to let go of the stories that we tell in our heads and tell ourselves something new. That is the only way that we grow. That is the only way that we expand, because people are watching. There's people in your family, in your friend group. There is the way that you see yourself. People are watching to see how you show up, to see how you lean into challenges, to see how you attack your fear, to see how you actually show up to the things that try and hold you back. Because a lot of people let life define them, and a lot of people define life. A lot of people let their circumstances dictate what they're going to be able to do, and other people say, I understand the circumstances at play, but I'm going to choose a different direction, and I'm going to say I am made for this even before I think I am. I'm going to say I'm ready even before I feel like I am. It's the stories that we tell ourselves in our own head that will allow us to move forward. If you don't like where you are, move. You are not a tree. You are able to change your circumstances, but don't pretend like it's not going to take work. Don't pretend like it's not going to take effort, like it's not going to take every single part of you to be able to make this thing happen. The people that reach the goals that they have set for their lives are the ones that are willing to go beyond what is comfortable.